So, hi everyone. Welcome to virtual summer camp readings. We have a superhero theme in our first session. I'm super excited to get started with our first comic book. So this is a part of the Captain Marvel series. This is from 2018, and it's wonderful because we are learning a lot about Captain Marvel. And if you don't know about her, I have a few fun facts that I was able to pull up. I'm going to go over and share these with us. Carol Danvers is her actual name. And to get us started with understanding who she is, in a few moments. Right. Awesome. Sorry about that. To give us a few fun facts about who she is, her name is Carol Danvers. This is what Captain Marvel's name is. And she went by the name Miss Marvel from 1977 to 2012, but then they eventually switched her name to Captain Marvel. And I'm wondering to myself, did they couldn't figure out what to call her? Did they feel like Miss Marvel was so specific to the area of the exact brand, being that the comic books are from the exact brand Marvel? Who knows? So now people ask, like, how did she get her superpowers? So she was actually working in NASA, and she came into an encounter with Marvel. Who knows? Who was here from Kree, observing a man and womankind. This was her mom and dad. So then she was, I don't know if she was bitten, but a psych magnetron caused her DNA to merge with his, making her a hybrid human or Kree and giving her all her powers. So this happened, and sometimes she gets upset about this because she wants to be a human, and then other times she enjoys being Kree. Her powers include super strength, endurance, stamina, flight, physical durability, a sixth sense, and a perfectly amalgamated human Kree psychology. So it's pretty much both. How awesome! All right, and going on, she was first introduced to comics in 1968. But then 10 years later, that's when she became a superhero. So it kind of took them a while to develop her as a person, her as a superhero, which is very, very interesting. And then I had a fun fact. I'm not sure if you ever heard of the Daily Bugle. That's where Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man, worked, and Carol Danvers, also known as Captain Marvel, she worked there as well. So they were both there. I'm not sure at the exact same time, but unfortunately, they were both fired. So yeah, that's crazy. So I wonder what happens over there. And many people are like, oh my God, the most powerful Avenger. Who is that? Thor or Hulk? I'm not sure. Maybe most of you will go with Thor. But I can say Captain Marvel may kick their butts. Okay, she's pretty strong. She knows how to fight for herself, which is quite interesting. What we're introducing is that she actually is very powerful, like I said, and that means she can possibly beat Thanos. How excited. All right, so I'm going to get us started. This is super exciting because, I love learning new things, and I had to educate myself here because we wanted to see exactly, who Captain Marvel is. Let's get us started. And here. All right. Captain Marvel. Born to a Kree mother and a human father, former U.S. Air Force pilot, Carol Danvers became a superhero when a Kree device activated her Latin powers. Now she's an Avenger and Earth's mightiest hero. So a few facts that I had shared. I just broke it down differently. You think your life can't implode too? Apply the right pressure to just the right places, and it will break apart faster than you'd believe. 6 days. That's all it took for me. It felt even faster. It feels insane to be yearning for simpler times, back when I lived in space and the fate of my entire planet depended on me. And I find I'm angrier than I've ever been in a long time. I think it's because there's nothing to hit this time. A definite perk of being a superhero is that things present themselves for hitting on a fairly regular basis. I'd like to hit so many things right now. I'd give anything for one of those planet-eating traveling threats. Hit it right in its stupid face, if it had one. The good news is I still haven't had a drink. The bad news is I did buy this bottle. This is in Manhattan, 5 days ago, aka day one. Aliens? Or maybe alien ships, maybe? A little worried about how they got past Alpha Flight's orbital security. But I guess that's why I'm here. These things look a lot like those Creighton things Jess and I took out a couple of months ago. They move differently, though. Appear just as unfriendly as that thing was, too. Bzzz. And it brought friends. Oh, wow. So this thing came along with friends. The blasts don't look organic. They look like tech. But it reminds me a bit of the bruised organic ships, the Akantai. They enslave them and hollow them out, use them as their spacecraft. Please, universe, don't send me some brood crap. I can't handle this brood crap this week. Boom. Hello? Anybody in there? Any chance you can tell me why you're attacking my city? Take that. Time to shut this down. Use the force of blast to push it over the river. Minimize risk to civilians. Maybe seeing it go down the hill will encourage the other two to take a different course of action. Or not. Looks like they're coming back around for more. Fine. 1 down, 2 to go. Oh, wait. Something's not right. I feel... Sure. Happy to be back up. Happy to back you up, Carol. Oh, you'll be 2 miles above the city? Yeah, no problem. Definitely. That's fine. Sheesh. Hazmat? You in position? Yeah. I'm at the river. I see now spider women. I see them. Those things are huge. From the looks of it, Carol's got this about wrapped up. But stand by, just in case. Wait! Who's that? Slam! What? Boom! You okay, Captain Marvel? I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Glad to hear it. Shall we? Who is this chick? Did I miss a Superheroes of New York bulletin of some kind? Right behind you. Concentrate. Focus. Don't fall out of the freaking sky. Just take care of this real quick and get down on the ground. And you can figure this all out. Boom. Slam. Look at the pictures here. Unfortunately, she looks like she's defeated. She's going down. Oh my God. Jennifer, when that thing comes down, you do whatever you have to do to make sure it doesn't hit the city. Okay. Can you do that or not? I can do it. I can. All right then. What about Carol? I'm on Carol. You just worry about making sure that thing doesn't hit any civilians. This is definitely 100% probably going to work. Here I go. Everybody's looking up. Wondering what's going on. What is going on? Come on, people. Clear the area. Seriously, unless you want your bodies riddled with radiation, I suggest you get clear. Come on. Yeah, get on that weird alien thing. Oh, man. This is going to be so close. How many times I got to save you from falling into large bodies of water, Carol? I hope that's the last time. Listen, I get it. You're the big hero all the time, and sometimes you just want to take a break and maybe the damsel and be saved. It's only natural. Yeah, that's me. You got me. Well, if you need a break, looks like you got a sub ready to step in. You ever seen her before? No, I have not. Look who's this? It's a new person coming in. They are unaware who she is. They are confused. Everyone in the city does not know what's going on. A few minutes later, what's Carol doing? Is it a ship or alien? Looking for a way inside that thing. If she finds a door, I guess it's a ship. I know. Hey, you did good. I got it. I got it open. There's a pilot inside. Jess, go check the other one. I gotta go check the other one. Have fun. Wait, he's Cree. That makes no sense. These ships aren't Cree. None of the tech looks right. What's going on here? So weird organic ship similar to a Creighton I fought a disorientated Cree pilot and me with a bloody nose and damsel level swooning? I feel like I'm missing something. Something bad. Do you need an assist, Captain? I can take him off your hands if... No, that won't be necessary. Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Star. I'm new. She's new. Yes, I got that. Thanks for the assist, Star. Can you tell me... I'm sorry. Do you hear that? Something's happening downtown. I've got to go. She had to go. Do you think I can't hear her? Well, did you just fall out of the sky? Who knows what you can hear? We should walk over to Tony's lab and have run some diagnostics. No. I have to go, Jess. Did you hear? Something's happening downtown. Call Tony! So then, I'm the one who has to deal with this pilot guy? Day 2. She's fighting. Recently, unearthed footage of Captain Marvel and her mother appears to further confirm the rumors that Danvers is in fact Kree. If Captain Marvel is an alien, is she even an American citizen? Is there a Captain Marvel hoax? She's saving someone. Look at that. Saving someone from a burning building. Day 3. And did anyone see Captain America here? Look at that. I love that they're showing all different types of superheroes. Yeah. Fighting is happening. It's another superhero on the way. New hero Star appears to have single-handedly stopped a terrorist attack downtown today in downtown Manhattan. Day 4. Crack! Quite honestly, I think we all have the proof we need. Footage of Captain Marvel protecting the Kree pilot who just attacked New York City, added to the main footage of Danvers with her mother, clearly Kree herself. Well, it's all quite shocking for Danvers to lie to the American people so boldly. But that's not proof. We have no idea what it really means at this time. And even if she is half Kree, she's still half human. And should it even matter? If it doesn't matter, then why hide it? Why lie? Send her home! Send her home! Send her home! These are protesters. They're calling her a liar, traitor, alien. She is not a star. Day 5. Carol's apartment. What? Colonel Danvers? Thank you. Colonel Danvers, your presence is requested by the Judge Advocate General. Military court. That's it. They're going to force my dismissal from the Air Force because I'm half Kree. 6 days to go from Earth's mightiest hero to dismiss, ostracized, hated. Can you even be a hero with the whole world against you? Should you be? That's some Olympic level brooding you're doing here. Jess, I'm not in the mood. Seems like you're exactly in the mood, which is why I'm here. And why I brought reinforcements. I'm going to kill her. Hey, Carol. I'm here to remind you that you have friends, new and old, everywhere. Maya Lopez, a.k.a. Echo. And I'm here to remind you that all things aren't bad. I mean, at least you're not to me. You're not me, right? Jessica Jones, a.k.a. Jessica Jones. I'm here to remind you that nobody kicks Captain Marvel around, at least not for long. Monica Rebu, aka Spectrum. Jessica told me I'm here to remind you of your responsibilities and the future. But I think it's obvious I'm here to make this thing seem young and hip. And Jennifer Takeda, aka Hazmat, a group that makes for one of this party. Or is this an intervention? I mean, I object to you guys being as old as well. Not much can be done about it though. Hey now, let's get this thing started. Yeah, Jen, I object. Guys, thanks for coming. Any chance I can get you all to leave? No, they said as a team. So before I continue, we can see that they're all at her house. They're here to make her happy. They don't want her to be upset. They know that she's a true hero. It's just things aren't working out in her favor. I hope you have ice. We didn't get any. No, there was a large disagreement about it. Where are your chips? You're bearing this very well. Every instinct has me wanting to tear off my skin and strangle the lot of you with it. So you can see why I think it's important that we're here. I can. Thank you. What happened to Jag? We don't have to talk about it if you're not ready. Well, thanks to some nonsense technicality, I'm being forced out. I was given the option to resign. I refused, so I'm being formally dismissed. And that's all I have to say about that, Jess, for now. All right, but I still think we need to take you in to see Tony about what's going on with you physically. No deal, ham sandwich woman. See, you use that nickname because you think I hate it. But hearing it just makes me want a sandwich. And that's never bad. Okay, but do we have to figure out what's happening? It's obviously coordinated attack against you. It's moving too fast. It's too perfect. I'm working on it. I mostly saw brooding. Brooding and then investigation. Fair enough. In the meantime, I know how much you need to hit something right now. So I bought a present. It's cracking her knuckles. Smack. Kick. Oh. Oh, she's got a. Oh, she's down. Oh, she's saying she's okay. I'm okay. Pop! Oh, she got her from behind. I'm sorry, from under chin. They're going together. They're fighting. This is what makes her happy. Oh, thank you. Oh, I needed that. Perhaps even more than I realized. It felt good. You see what's happening here? But I also needed it to confirm for myself that something is definitely wrong with me. I shouldn't be exhausted after little Hulk's sparing. So I need to face that, whatever it means. Hulk needs cake. Oh, well, I'm not going to be the one to tell her there's no cake. And now here I am, alone with my thoughts again. That probably shouldn't be so awful. They're not worth it, Carol. Leave them behind. They don't deserve you. Minerva, Kree scientist and spy, has spent a lot of time punching me in the face. There goes the neighborhood. Since when do you have such a high opinion of me? Since I found out we share Kree blood, whatever you may think of me, my goals have always been to protect my people. And now that includes you. What do you say, Danvers? Help me save a people who truly need you. Trust in Minerva has never led anything good. But if this world will no longer let me be its hero, maybe it's time to become something else. Next, Strange Bedfellows.